And then when we talk about family, Nick, and caregiving, we know, and there's been lots of different studies, but AARP actually has a caregiving report that they put out in 2020, and it talks about the number of caregivers and what caregivers actually look like in the United States. And there are about 53 million caregivers in the United States, with more than 41 million Americans who are caregivers to someone over the age of 50. 41 million.
That's amazing.
Right? That's a lot of people. A lot of people that are sacrificing their time, their energy, their physical bodies in order to provide care. So when we think about that, what is that doing to those caregivers, right? It's that burnout. And so being able to financially hire professional home care, an agency, or maybe it is in a facility like an assisted living facility, to really be able to protect those family members so that they can remain in their roles, right? They can remain a spouse.
And also these people are trained to know how to move people safely, right? If my wife had to try to move me, today I weigh in at a very svelte 215 pounds, but if something happened to me where I couldn't move myself, would my wife even be able to help transfer me without hurting herself? She's not trained to do that.
Absolutely. And so you've got professionals that know how to do it and are trained in that area. Same boat here, Nick. My husband's about 100 pounds more than I am. I'm very petite. And so would I physically be able to move him? No, not on my best day. I am strong. I do strength training, but there's no way I can do that. It's not realistic. And so having people that are trained to do that and have the capability of doing that, it's crucial to protect those loved ones. And even thinking about your adult kids, can they even do that? Are they even around? Do they want to do that? But we really want to protect them. And then their emotional and mental health, right? We talked about earlier a little bit about the stress. And I've seen this multiple times in my family with grandparents. Nick, I think you have too. There's a lot of stress that happens when a long-term care situation is here. Who's going to provide that care? How are you going to pay for it? 24/7 care, that can be debilitating, really, to a caregiver. Is it going to tear down their physical health? Again, seen this multiple times with my grandparents. The caregiver themselves, their health, their mental and physical health went down big time during the care event and then even after, which then actually accelerated their need for care.
Yeah, it feels like the mental and the emotional strain always leads to the physical manifestation of them going down. They're not trained to do it.
Right.
And one of my favorite lines that I heard one of my clients say maybe 10 years ago, and it always stuck with me, is that I want to make sure that my kids are my kids. And there's certain things that I just don't want them to have to see as I age. And that always stuck with me.